Hey, what's up guys? I'm Jacob Kaufman, I'm on the street, and today we are installing WordPress. So now that we have a web server set up, one of the first things you're going to want to do is set up your own personal website. And I think that that's going to become increasingly important as more free speech movements get going and people start individually fighting back against government censorship. You know, right now most of the websites online are hosted by a few large hosting companies, and with more and more people switching to cloud hosting, that's becoming more and more of an issue. Because if everyone's using the same hosting companies, then it's easier to shut people down if they have unpopular opinions. But whether you're setting up a website for a serious cause, or if you just want something to send your friends and family to, WordPress is a great CMS to do it. Now, a content management system is basically a pre-developed website builder that you put on your own host. So you're still in control of all of the data you're putting on your website because you're hosting it yourself. But by using a content management system, you ensure that you won't actually have to program the PHP backend for your entire website. WordPress will do that for you. And there are plenty of other content management systems out there. We are just using WordPress because it's very simple to get set up, it's very elegant to use, and it's secure enough to host a serious website with. WordPress version 4 was recently released just a few weeks ago. I meant to make this video sooner, but I couldn't get around to it. So here's a tutorial on how to set up a basic WordPress website and how to add content to your website. Alright everyone, so here we are on the desktop, and this is our web server. We set this up in a previous video. You can go and look that video up. Maybe I'll put it in the description if you don't already have your web server virtual machine set up. But this is the same virtual machine we've been using before, and now it's gonna go slow because I'm screen recording and everything. So yeah, the first thing we're going to do is head on over to the WordPress website, and I'm not talking about WordPress the host, I'm talking about the content management system because that is what we are installing on our website. So that website is wordpress.org. And this is where you go if you want information about WordPress as a piece of software. So as you can see, WordPress 4.0, it's codenamed Benny, and it's available for download now. And it's out of beta and everything. It actually has been available for over a month now. I took quite a while to get this video out, so apologies for that. But here we go. Click download WordPress 4.0, save the file. And I may have already downloaded it. Yeah, as you can see, it renamed the file because I already had WordPress 4.0 downloaded right here. But this is the file we just downloaded now. So we'll close Firefox and we will open up our web server directory, HTML. And we are going to open up this zip file. And as you can see, there's this WordPress folder. Just drag that over into our server directory. So now WordPress is being hosted on our server. Of course, WordPress is a PHP MySQL application, so PHP we've got covered. MySQL, we have to set up the database for WordPress. So if we head on over to our web browser, that is the wrong direction. If we head on over to our web browser, then you can see localhost/WordPress. We now have the setup page. So you will need to know database name, username, password, host. We don't have a database yet, so let's make that. So open a new tab and localhost:8888/phpMyAdmin. I believe we kept it at the default. Yep. So root and super secure password, and here we are. Now we want this to be secure. We want to give WordPress its own user for its own database. So we will go over to users. We will click add user, and we will make the username WordPress. Host we will bring down to localhost. Password, super secure password, another super secure password. Remember, make this a different password than you used for your other PHP applications. And create database with the same name and grant all privileges. So then click go. We have added a new user, as you can see, WordPress on localhost, password yes. And then if we go over to databases, we also have a WordPress database. So we'll go back over to our WordPress setup. We can close phpMyAdmin now. And let's go. So database name is going to be WordPress. Username will also be WordPress. Password will be password. That's the super secure password. You should use a more secure password than that. Database host is localhost. And table prefix, you can make that whatever you want. Now when we click submit, as you can see, we cannot write the config file. And the reason that it can't write that file is because our directory is not writable by the HTML user, by the server user. So if we go back down to our server, you can see here's our WordPress folder. Now this is the folder where WordPress is going to want to put that file, and we want to make this folder writable, like I said. So we will right-click WordPress, click Properties, and at least for the time being, go over to Permissions, go to Others, and change that permission to Create and Delete Files. Now you may want to change this back later for some or all of the files in the WordPress directory for security purposes. However, for a basic website and just for setting it up, we are going to put it to Create and Delete Files. So that will give any user the ability to write to that directory. So we will go back up to this page. All you need to do is click the back button if you get that message, and then you can click Submit one more time. Alright, you've made it through this part of the installation. So now we can run the installation, and this is going to do this is going to trigger a PHP script or something that's going to install WordPress into that database, and it's done. Well, it's not done, it needs some more information. So site title, you can put whatever you want, like I might put Nerd on the Street. You can put, you know, Bob's Cupcakes, or whatever you want your site title to be. We'll just put example website. Username, I'm going to make this one Jacob. You can make your username whatever you want, but this is going to be the administrator username for your WordPress installation. Put in your password that you want. Once again, super secure password. May or may not be the same password I'm using for everything else in this series. Your email. Now WordPress is pretty cool. It can actually email you when you get new comments on your blog and stuff. So you can put in your email address. Of course, I'll put in Jacob@nerdonthestreet.com, where you can reach me. And then privacy, allow search engines to index this site. If this is a personal website just for you and your friends, you can turn that off. If this is a public website you're going to be giving out to anyone and you want people discovering it, you'd want to leave it on. It doesn't really matter right now because we're not exposed to the internet, but if you're actually putting the website on the internet, that's something that you'll want to consider. So we will go down and click Install WordPress. Success! WordPress has been installed. And that is the only step, of course. Other content management systems do require a few more steps than WordPress does. WordPress is extremely simple install, like I said. So we will click Login, and this is the login page, but let's go back to our website before we log in. So this is the default website that WordPress gives you. You've got your site title up here, you've got hello world, welcome to WordPress, blah blah blah. Now remember, you can change this theme, and I'm going to go into how to change the theme. I won't show you a ton of themes, but I'll pick out another theme for us to use, and I'll show you how you can install a new theme. Because honestly, this is a cool theme, but I think it's kind of cluttered. Also, I don't like the fact that you know, it looks great when your browser window is this small. Oh, that's the mobile version, and then we've got this. But see here, it just kind of stops expanding. I don't like that. I want a theme that will work on larger monitors. So yeah, I want to change that theme, and I want to change this post and add a new post, and I want to do a bunch of stuff. So let's go ahead and log in. So username, Jacob, password, super secure. And when we log in for the first time, we will get welcome to WordPress. And you can dismiss this. I actually normally leave this thing up. You can get started customizing your theme, change your theme, write your first blog post. There's a whole lot of stuff you can do here. This is a nice place where you can go to quickly jot down a draft of an article if you don't have time to write the whole thing, but you just want to draft a post. You can do that there. You've got activities, so you can quickly check all your comments and stuff. You can spam and trash and reply to comments here. We'll go down to posts first. How do we make a new post? Well, you click on all posts, and you go up here and you click add new. And I'm not going to go through every single feature of WordPress because there are quite a few, but I'm just going to show you how to add a simple post. Example post, I can say, hello, I'm Jacob Kaufman, and I'm the nerd on the street. Alright, so WordPress is extremely simple to use for writing. They've got this really great web interface. You don't need to know any HTML to do this. You don't really need to know any coding, styling at all. As you can see, bold, italicize, strike through. It's really, really easy to mess around with your options here. Alright, so those are some nice words, but we don't just want words in our post. That would be kind of boring. We want to add maybe a video. So let's go to a new line. And this is another really great thing about WordPress. Some content management systems, you have to know like an arbitrary code to put in if you want a video. Like say you want a YouTube video. In other content management systems, you might have to memorize the syntax to insert a YouTube video. WordPress, it's extremely simple. All we have to do is find our YouTube video. So let's say youtube.com/nerdonthestreet. We'll go to our channel trailer. and pause it there. And if we go down to share and get the link for this YouTube video, all you need is the link. And you can use this link down here in the share box. You can use the link up here in the URL bar. I'll get the shorter one from the share box. So we'll go over here and we'll just Control V, paste it in. All I clicked was Control V, and right there, WordPress pulls in our YouTube video. Now that is really cool. That is something that, you know, not even Microsoft Word does. We didn't have to look at any code. We didn't have to do insert YouTube video. There is not even a dialog box. You don't have to click a button to insert a YouTube video. All we did was just paste in the YouTube link and it automatically inserted that video, and that is awesome. Alright, so here's my profile picture. This is my Facebook profile picture, and it's the same profile picture that I use on nerdonthestreet.com. So I can copy image location, and let me just make sure that that works. Yep, it does. So we can go back here, and for a picture that I want to insert, all I have to do is go up here and click this Add Media button. So it's not as easy as adding a YouTube video. YouTube videos are actually easier to add than pictures. How do you like that? We will go down to Insert from URL. Now, if you've got a picture on your computer, you can upload it here if it's under 2 megabytes. You can expand that file size. That has to do, like I said in the OwnCloud video I did, that has to do with your PHP settings, and your maybe just your Apache settings as well. So that's not a WordPress limitation. You can increase that in your system settings on your server. You can make galleries of media, so if you want to upload 6 pictures for the same post, you can put them all in a gallery to keep things organized. And since we're getting a picture from Facebook, we will go down to Insert from URL, and we will just paste in the URL that we're getting our picture from. It automatically pulls it in. Caption: this is my profile photo. Alt text: your browser can't load this image. Alt text is what will show if the image isn't found, so if it ever gets taken off the internet, if the link ever breaks, or if for some reason the web browser cannot render the image, then the alt text will load. And then you can choose if you want the image to be a link. So say I wanted people to be able to click on the image and go to the full size that we got here, or I guess the full size that we've got here, then you can go to image URL, and then when people click on it, it will send them to the full size version. I don't really want people to do that. This is just for my blog. So I'll click none. The image will not be a link. So that's enough tweaking of the settings. Let's insert into post, and right there we've got the image, once again, right in the post. So we can click on that. We can center it, right align it, center it, left align it. We've got the caption down there, as you can see, in small little italicized text. And now I want to publish my post. Now, how do I do that? If we go over here, we can click on Save Draft, and what that will do is it will save it internally. So let's say I write half of the post, then I have to take a break. I can click Save Draft, just like saving a document on Microsoft Word, to make sure you don't lose any of your work. But to actually publish this, to make it live and on your WordPress website, you just go to this blue button, click Publish, and Post Published, and we can view the post on our website. This is the example post. As you can see, we've got the YouTube video, we've got my picture, and this is my profile photo. And as you can see, people can post comments on my blog. Hello there, nice photo. You can post a comment, and now that's there. And if we go back to our website's homepage, we can see this is the first post, the Hello World post that it added automatically, and now here's our post in addition to that. Now, like I said earlier, I don't really like this theme. Honestly, I love the people who make WordPress, but I just don't like the theme that they chose for the default. Now, they change the default theme every year. Honestly, I always change the theme to something that I prefer. I never really like the default theme very much. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back, and by the way, to get to all your settings, if you didn't catch it earlier, we can go up here, just to example website, the name of your website, and click on that, and it will bring you to your dashboard. And we will go down here to appearance. And here we've got some different sections. We've got themes. So as you can see, this was the 2013 theme, 2012 theme. I guess 2012 would be my favorite out of 12, 13, and 14. Oh, featured images really shine in the 2014 theme. I see little words there. Don't know if you can see it, but yeah. The 2014 theme was apparently made for lots of images, which we don't have. So yeah, we would want to go with 2012 or something. But say we want to find our own theme. I will show you how to do that in a moment. We can go down to customize. Let's say we like this theme, but we just want to tweak something. We can go to customize. We can change some of the words, like just another WordPress site. We can put not just another WordPress site, and it'll add it to that. Or we can just not have those words there at all. Colors, we can select the background color of the page. As you can see, it was like a lightish gray before. We can put it down to like black, or we can make it like blue. You can make it whatever you want. You can add a header image, so that would probably be good. That would add, I don't know where it would add that, but background image, widgets. You can mess around with your different menu bars. As you can see, I'm moving around things within the sidebar right now. A static web page, right now, as you saw, our website will display whatever posts you have on the front page. If you want posts to be somewhere on your website, but you'd rather feature one post all the time, if you want to have like a welcome to our website, this is some basic things about us post, then you can choose static front page to be a static page. And I'll show you how to make a page in a minute, because I kind of skipped over that, forgot about it. But you can see featured content. These options will be different for every theme, so these will be different once we change our theme. But as you can see, you can customize a lot about your theme. So we can save and publish and go back to our website. So right now, our website looks like this. But like I said, I want to change the theme, so let's click Add New. Add a new theme. So now we've got a whole ton of themes that we can add. As you can see, some of these are made for blogs that have different posts, but even if you want this to be for like just a front page with links to your social networks, or if you want this to be like a businessy professional website, there are themes for any purpose. See, this one would be good for like a news website. If you're posting like, you know, news about something, then that theme is great to be updated all the time. But then over here we've got a theme that has one really big picture, and it might be to like showcase your photography work if you're into that. There are just themes for everything. These are just the featured ones. You can see popular themes, and it's pulling them in from WordPress.org right now, but we don't have to go to WordPress.org. It's all within our website. So we can look through popular themes, we can look through the latest themes, so the newest, latest and greatest themes that are published. And let's say that I find one that I really like. You know what? I really like this first theme. So I want to preview it, take a look at what it would look like. So this is what the first theme looks like. As you can see, you can take a look at all the different elements, all your headings, paragraphs, links. And you know, I like this. It's simple, it's traditional. Yeah, I kind of want to go with this theme. So we go up here and we click install, and then we hit this wall. And that's a bummer, right? Now, I actually do not like how this works in WordPress right now. I have had this problem every time I've installed WordPress. You see the big library of themes. See, they show you, if you click add new, they show you all of these different themes that you can have, and you click install on one of them, and then you get this FTP sign-in page. What is an FTP sign-in anyway? Well, I'm pretty sure you all know what FTP is. If you have FTP file sharing enabled on your web server, then you can have WordPress automatically upload this file, but we don't. So I think that when you click install, I do not think that they should assume that you have FTP. I really think that they should send you to the download link for the theme, because we're not going to go through the whole process of setting FTP up on our server just to install one theme. I mean, that'd be kind of silly. So we're actually not going to use the automatic installation. And why can WordPress upload other things like posts and pictures, but it can't upload themes? Well, it's because, like I said, the themes are coming from WordPress.org. It's going from one server to another, and it's a big file. It's bigger than 2 megabytes. So, you know, you're going to have issues with just uploading it and using PHP. But yeah, that really stinks. So we're not going to use the FTP form. I did that on purpose, by the way, because I know that's really frustrating to run into, so I wanted to make sure you didn't run into that. So what we do is, instead of doing that, instead of using FTP, what we can do is we can take note of the name of the theme, and I know this is kind of a roundabout way of doing this. I have not been able to find a better way to do this. You're going to take note, so this theme is called First. We are going to go back to our web server, because you'll need to access your web server to do this. Let me log back in here. Open up Firefox on your web server. Again, yeah. Once we get done doing our nice animation. Alright, and go to WordPress.org. Now this is how you actually install a theme without getting your fancy FTP server set up. You go to WordPress.org, you click on Themes, and search themes. So the theme we want is called First, so I will type in First and search the theme. And there are a couple themes that come up, but this one, there's First See Me, there's Mobile First, but obviously just First is what we want. And you can see the thumbnail is the same and everything, and it's by the same guy. So this is the theme that we want. This is how you actually get it, is you go to WordPress.org, find the theme that you want, click on download, the orange download button, and then it will download a zip file. Yeah, I really don't like how themes are handled in WordPress right now, but you know, it's nice that they're available. So we've got this zip file now. Let me close out of Firefox so we don't crash our recording software here. Let's open up the zip file, and what we're going to do is we are going to go into WordPress, WP Content, Themes, and now we've got this new theme called First, and we will drag it in next to our other themes. I think we will drag it in next to our other themes. Are we going to do that, or? Oh yeah, we are. So now we've got this new folder called First in our themes, and if we go back to the WordPress admin area, we can go to Themes, once again, and now it shows up here. So all you have to do is go to your web server, copy that theme, extract it from the zip file into the themes folder, copy the folder into the themes folder, and then when you go back to your themes section of your website, you can see these are the same themes we had before, 2014, 2013, 2012, and then we've got this new one called First. You can do a live preview, so this is showing you what it will look like with your website, but we don't want to preview, we want to do it. So if we click activate, then new theme is activated, and if we go to ourwebsite.com/WordPress, right there, the theme is activated, it's online as you can see. We've got the same menu options as we did before. It uses the same menu, uses the same posts. We didn't have to redo any of our posts. It just changed the look of our website, and I like this one much better. So yeah, the last thing I'm going to show you, because I mentioned it earlier, is you can add pages in addition to posts. So we can see we've got posts, we can go down to pages and add a new page, and this is about us. Let's say we want an about us page. This is a web server tutorial series. I hope you enjoy it. So we want to post a page just so people know what's going on with this series. I want an about us page to tell people what this series is all about. It's about web server tutorials. So I can go and click publish, and now that page is published, and we can view the page. And as you can see, the page was automatically added to the top bar, the menu bar of our website. Now, what's the difference between a page and a post? I mean, why not just add a post if you want people to know something? Well, like I said, posts are going to constantly be flowing through here. If I add 3 more posts, then this first post that I made might get kicked off the front page. It'll still be in the archives. If you go over to like the archives, or if you search, it'll still be there, but it's not going to be on the front page and visible. Pages are for things that you want there long term. So I might make a post about a party I went to over the weekend, but a page is where I would go to put like my email address, my phone number, things that I want people to know about me, like the link to my Facebook page. And yeah, pages will always be there, and they will automatically be added to the menu bar up here. If you play around in the WordPress settings, you can add things to the menu bar on the right. If you want more WordPress tutorials, like specifically for WordPress, you can let me know. I think that this tutorial is getting a little long right now, so I'm going to wrap it up here. But yeah, that is how you set up a very basic WordPress website. Like I said, if enough of you guys are interested in using WordPress specifically, then let me know and I'll do more tutorials on it. Other than that, though, I might just move on to another content management system. Haven't picked it out yet, but yeah, let me know what you think. If you need any help in this process, remember you can head on over to nerdonthestreet.com. We've got forums and you can talk to us about setting up your website. For now, though, I think this is a pretty spiffy website, and that is how you set up the WordPress content management system, version 4.0. I'm Jacob Kaufman, I'm Nerd on the Street, and I will see you guys later. See ya.